Ladies and gentlemen, Venus has now entered the sign of Cancer, enemy sign, worst sign for Venus, right? Moon Venus rivals, just like Sun Saturn. One rival has entered the other rival sign. Well, this transit has already occurred yesterday. So, as per New Delhi time, 21st August, 1:25 a.m., which is quite in the morning, and this will go till 15th September 2025 till 12:23 a.m. Okay. So we are just starting off with this transit, and gradually you will see certain things happening around you. So what will happen? What will happen? Well, first of all, what exactly happens for you categorically, particularly, will depend on your horoscope, will depend on your Mahadasha, your Antardasha. Very important. So first, your chart, overall chart, then your dashas, then transits. Okay, this is the golden rule and will always be. No amount of doubting this will change anything. Okay, so first check your chart, then your dashas, then transits. Now when you check transits, first you should check your ascendant. Depending on your ascendant, which houses that particular planet rules, whose transit we are discussing. So for example, in this case, we are discussing about Venus. So Venus rules two signs, Libra and Taurus. Taurus is sign number 2, Libra is sign number 7. So wherever, in whichever house your sign number 2 and sign number 7 is falling, these two houses are ruled, lorded by Venus. Okay, so therefore these two houses, now when I say these two houses, means these two areas of your life, because every house represents something, some prominent area of your life, right? For example, if you are, if your 10th lord is Venus, okay, so which means your 10th house has sign number 2 or sign number 7, then it means something to do with your career will happen. Okay, something to do with your name, fame, power, position, status, authority will happen. Okay, so therefore now the question is, what exactly will happen? Well, I would say this is a time for revolution. Now, what kind of revolution? Revolution is a very superficial word at times. The word revolution can mean a lot of things. It can mean good things, bad things. It can mean things at an external level, at an internal level. Well, I would say it is a transition from internal to external. What kind of an internal revolution? Well, now when this transit goes on, by mid of September, 15 September is the date when Venus enters Leo. So you will start feeling uneasy in those areas of life which are lorded by Venus in your chart. Now, why will you feel uneasy? Is it because Cancer is an enemy sign? Yes and no. Not just because it's an enemy sign, but because, see, why you will feel uneasy is because Venus represents your ability to experience the material world in a good way or in a bad way. Okay, Venus represents sexuality, love, romance. It represents, yeah, perfumes. It represents luxury. It represents enjoyable things. Okay, fine dining and all this. Okay, fine drinks, anything fine. It represents cars, vehicles, luxury, any form of luxury. Venus represents things which, even if you don't have in your life, you won't die, but having them makes it worth living. Okay, Venus also is the karaka for wife, for a man, and opposite sex in general, and for women it also represents sisters. Okay, so now what is the sign of Cancer? The sign of Cancer is ruled by the planet Moon. Now, Moon is also to a large extent a planet of luxury and comforts. Okay, I would say rather than pure luxury, it's comfort. Okay, now ideally it should be good, right? The planet of luxury coming in the sign of comfort. Well, not really. That's not how astrology works, or that's not how planets work, at least. So what happens is, when Venus is entering Cancer, then what happens is our sense of luxury becomes overwhelmed with emotions, and because of that it is not a good placement. Now what does it mean? What does it mean, overwhelm my emotions? This means any shift in your life's luxury, any up and down, will make you hyper anxious or hyper, like, delighted. Like, you'll suddenly become very happy, you'll suddenly become very unhappy. Why? Because your your planet Venus, which shows your ability to experience the material world, that is now too much overly dependent on emotions. So it means, suppose Venus is your fifth lord, uh, then it means, something goes wrong in your love relationships, or something goes wrong in your hobbies, then it can wreak havoc in your life. So now, how will it lead to an inner transformation? Inner transformation will happen when you try to move towards Sattva Gun. Why Sattva Gun? Because Venus is a Rajasic planet. It is in the mode of passion. There are three modes, as the Bhagavad Gita says, mode of goodness, Sattva Gun, mode of passion, which is Rajogun, then mode of ignorance, which is Tamogun, right? Now, Venus is in mode number 2, which is Rajogun, but Moon, Chandrama, is in the the stage number 1, which is mode of goodness, Sattva Gun. So that means now you will realize rather by choice or by force that I have to simplify my life. When I say simplify, I don't mean, the modern, superficial, minimalistic life. I don't mean that. Okay, be artistic, be creative, look for good things in life. But at the same time, you have to realize that you have to keep it simple. Otherwise, what happens is, if you make it too complicated, if you are too much into it, then it can make your life very miserable, because at the end you realize, I can't control everything. So because of that, what happens is you are not happy with what you have. So this is the first thing that happens when Venus enters Cancer. So depending on which houses Venus rules, you may realize you have everything related to those houses, but you are still not happy. You are like, something is off, like mentally, mm, mentally you are a bit like, thrown off. You are like, what if, oh, is it this only? Or in Hindi, if I say, oh, itna hi tha. So if you're feeling like that, then you're not alone. Everybody is feeling, because everybody has a Venus in their chart, and for everybody, Venus rules two houses, right? So therefore, please understand. Nowadays, people love to talk about everything except two things: satisfaction and acceptance. Okay, nobody likes to be satisfied. Nobody likes to accept things. People are always, what is that, revolting. Okay, and they are revolting against the world, but they are revolving around their false ego. Okay, so everybody is thinking, oh, I am the center of the universe, I decide what happens, I'm the boss, I'm the, what is that, I'm boss babe, boss lady. Okay, so male, female, everybody wants to be boss. Okay, but the problem is, you are not boss. You are not a boss or boss lady, boss babe, whatever. You are, as the scriptures say, we are servant of God, right? So our inherent constitutional position is that we are servant of God. But when we try to become boss, we try to take everything for ourselves, and then we are frustrated because we can't do it, because we can't have, even if you get the best sweets of the world, how many sweets can you eat, right? Even if you get all the luxury of the world, how long can you enjoy? Maybe another 50 years, 60 years if you're young, 70, 80 years if you are in your teens, maybe another 100 years, not more than that, right? So therefore, our enjoyment of this material world is limited. Even if it is unlimited temporarily, it is still limited. Okay, because that's how the material world is designed. So therefore, you have to realize that simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Okay, it's the ultimate joy. Now again, I reiterate, when I say simplicity, I don't mean, just have a dull, boring life, don't do anything. No, I'm not saying that, be quote unquote minimalist. Okay, just have, nowadays this nonsense is going on, have one thing, there you take water, there you eat, there you do whatever you do, cooking there, eating there. No, I'm not saying that. If you see Vedic culture, it was very diverse, it was very colorful, right? For everything there is a vessel, like spoon. Also there are types of spoons. Then there is calm, there is small bowl, big bowl, and then there are plates, and there are big plates, kings, queens, you street. So don't be a minimalist, but understand that my sense of happiness cannot come from all these things. Okay. So therefore, if you have luxuries, it's good. If you don't have, fine. So internally, this revolution should start, and externally, it should manifest in a way that you work for what is good for you, what is the best, but you are not addicted, you are not attached to it, because you will be frustrated if you become attached. Okay. So therefore, the best thing to do now is to understand that I try to get luxuries. I try to get a good sense, of good food, good luxury, good car, good home, everything nice. Okay. Or maybe if Venus is your sixth lord, 10th lord, then it's something to do with your profession. All the houses, right? So therefore, then what happens is you realize, okay, I have done my best, but maybe that's not the best. So let me be satisfied. Let me accept. Okay. So these two buzzwords are most important, acceptance and satisfaction, because the scriptures say satisfaction is also a choice. Actually, you can choose to be satisfied. Okay. Now, should you always be satisfied? Is it always recommended? May not be 100% of the times, but mostly you should try to be satisfied with life. Now, being satisfied does not mean you are you are under ambitious, or I'm condemning ambition here. No, I'm not condemning that. Nobody condemns. But being overly materialistic, overly ambitious, overly wanting to control everything, that also is condemned. Okay, because you can't do that. Everybody has limited karma, and most of the people in Kali Yuga, they have negative karma. That is why they have taken birth. So in Kali Yuga, you will see, marriages don't sustain, relationships don't work, brothers are fighting, sisters are fighting, father, son, uh, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, husband, wife, divorce, yeah, siblings fighting, children fighting, grandparents, grandchildren, not too much fighting, but still problems there also. Okay, so neighbors fighting, countries fighting. Okay, Russia, Ukraine war, India, Pakistan conflict, America, Russia, Cold War. So all these conflicts are there. That's the reality of the material world. But internally, try to be satisfied. And at an external level, please understand, you have to have patience and you have to meditate if you feel your mind is very disturbed. Otherwise, this disturbance will continue. Okay. So therefore, it's a time internally and externally. It's time for evolution, and I hope you will make the best use of this period. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And for personalized horoscope consultations, you will find my website down in the description section. God is there with you all the time. Just look to Him and you'll find Him for sure. Jai Siya Ram.